Hey everybody, welcome back for another Flea Market Finds episode. This is going to be a fairly quick one. This was a pick I did at a flea market down in Connecticut on September 5th, 2021. Another camping weekend. So not a heck of a lot to show, but got a couple nice things here. I was down at this campground a couple weeks ago and hit this same flea market, and I saw this at a dealer. And I asked him how much, and he wanted 40 for it. And I was like, well, okay, it's a number 78 plane. Last one of these I got, I think I only paid like 10 for, and I think I only got like maybe 15 or 20 for it. I don't remember. I like this one just because it had the extra couple of pieces here, the fence in that. It is missing the rod that goes in here. But I passed on it then, and then he still had it, so I ended up saying, what do you want to let that go for? I said, that was here a couple weeks ago. And he says, what do you want to give me for it? I says, honestly, not more than 10. He took it. So I got this for 10 bucks. Pretty good deal. Unfortunately, I thought this was the cover. I thought this was a full box, but it's just like a, I don't know, half of the box or whatever. So it is missing the other clamp up in the front here, but I think that it seems like a lot of these 78s are missing that, so I don't know if that was another accessory or if that was like you move this to here or what the deal was. Don't know, don't care. I've got a guy who buys planes from me, and he'll probably buy that one. Then I did find from that same guy I bought the plane from, he did have this one Machinist item, this homemade fly cutter. It's a pretty good size one. I got this for 5 bucks. Then another guy that was there had some Machinist tools that I kind of dug out and was able to find this lot right here, which contains this Starrett hermaphrodite caliper, this bag of assorted large center drills, and there's a couple of tiny reamers in there, and there's what's left of it looks like a broken end mill. This unidentified drill index, I didn't even take it out of the plastic. Well, the good news is that's a Starrett, so take it out now. It's still got this like goop on it to keep it from getting corroded, and I know from experience that that's going to wipe off real easy with some cleaner, and it'll be like a mint Starrett drill index. It's a number size drill index too. This that was probably started out life as a Starrett, what is it, a 657, I think, mag base that works perfectly fine. It's a little stiff, but it works. It doesn't have any accessories or anything on it. And somebody took the original placard off the front here that probably was what said Starrett. It's held in 4 little rivets. That, unfortunately, not a complete trammel point set. Just got the one side and the bar. Not easy to see, but this is a Starrett trammel point bar, and like I said, just the one side, incomplete. This indicator rod, so this would screw into a mag base or something, but it's got this nice hardware on it, and this clamp for an indicator post that somebody, for whatever reason, it looks like they cut off the post that was in here. So that would have to be maybe an easy out drilled, and maybe an easy out would get that out. I don't know. But I knew I was going to be able to put this stuff all together. Oh yeah, and this little mag base with this, one of these Eric Magna holders with what looks to be a Federal, actually it just says United States of America, but it sure looks like a Federal back button style indicator that it looks kind of lousy, but it actually works perfectly fine. That was included in this lot. He had 10 bucks on this, but it's an old tag. I got this whole pile right here for 20 bucks. And then I got that, and then just 2 more items. One was a nice heavy-duty, really thick, rated for outdoor use, 50-foot extension cord that's clearly marked that it's 12-3 conductors in it. So that's a nice heavy cord. Nothing wrong with it. Ended up being 50 feet long. I got that for 15 bucks. That was quite the steal. and then a welder, which I will show you now. So this is the Miller Thunderbolt welder that I picked up at the flea market for 120. It's 120 or 140, I don't remember actually. I think it was 140 now that I think of it. Anyways, I had one similar to this. It was branded differently, but it had the squeeze type handle on the front that you slid up and down to change the current range. This has got the crank on the top. I like that it's got the leads that can be disconnected, because that way it makes it easier to transport it around. You're not dragging all those leads. So the thing is, I bought this as is, have no idea whether or not it works. The guy swore that it would work, so we'll find out right now. We're going to test it out. And the reason why I decided to buy this is because I've got my big heavy Airco welder. That thing's like close to 900 pounds, and I've got it set up right now for TIG, and occasionally if I want to do a little bit of arc welding, I don't want to, or stick welding, I don't really want to have to go through the trouble of switching it all over again. So by buying this welder, now I'll be able to do stick or TIG without having to mess around with any changes on the cabling and all the hoses and all that. Alright, so operation of this thing couldn't be simpler. You've got multiple taps on the front here. The yellow are for AC welding, so this would be before the rectifier. And then this side right here with the red and the black is obviously the DC, positive and negative, DC welding. The reason why there's multiple taps on the AC side is because there's two ranges of current that's available. You can go 30 to 150, or you can go 40 to 225. So this maxes out at 225 amps. There's a little chart here that explains to you how much you have to degrade that by, depending on... No, actually, no, that chart is actually... Oh, that's kind of neat. You see this, Aiden?
What?
It says right there, look. 6010 and 6011, depending on the rod. Tells you what amperage range. Does it all for you.
It has those on our welders at school, too.
Okay. So, anyways, then we've got the current. Now, that's the only problem that I saw with this welder when I was buying it, is that metal bar right behind there is supposed to be up close right here, so you can actually see it go up and down, so you can see where the current is, and it's bent in. I don't know how the heck that happened, but somehow it got bent in. So, I'm going to grab a screwdriver and try and bend that out. Alright, so I bent this thing forward so I could see it better, and then I noticed when I turned the crank all the way to one direction, it was going off the scale. So now I turned it all the way down to the lowest setting and reposition that marker so it's like just on the 40. The bottom edge is touching the 40. Alright, so we're using 7014 rod, 1/8 inch rod. So I've got this set to about 120, and we'll see what happens. So you put a rod in the stinger there, Aiden, and then I'll fire it up. Let me know when you're ready.
You should move.
Yeah, hold on. Don't strike off until I... Yeah, big old transformer welder noises is what it's doing. Alright, don't flash me. Hold on, because I don't have a helmet on.
You gonna go baby?
No, I'm going to look away as soon as I get this. Alright, go ahead.
Wow.
I know the second I open my eyes, it's going to flash.
It's not gonna do it.
Really? Alright, stop.
Oh, I was gonna say use a grinder, but you broke that.
Alright, I just put a piece of wire on there, and I'm short-circuiting the stinger through the wire to the ground clamp. That way, if it's just a bad connection because of not being able to initiate the arc that way or whatever. I don't know what I just said. Never mind. Alright, so I just stuck a hunk of wire on there, direct connection from the stinger through about a foot of wire to the ground clamp. As soon as I hit this switch, that should start melting. Yeah, so we're getting current, and the transformer hums really loud when you do that, so.
Don't touch the wire.
Yeah, don't touch the wire. Try and strike right here,
Okay.
where that bare metal is. All right, give it another shot. Done?
Yep.
So what do you think?
Pretty good.
All right.
Turn the rod black.
Uh-huh.
Turn the rod black.
There's a lot of smoke coming off of that. So I walked over to that side so I could look at it from this angle and make sure none of that smoke was coming out of the welder. But it was just the breeze was bringing it right across here. All right, so that's a good working welder. That was worth the money.